Two is a brand new film from DreamWorks Animation that just hit theaters. This is the sequel to the original Bad Guys movie, which came out in 2022. And this one is the same director, Pierre Perifel, who's back to direct this film. And in this one, we have the batch of the bad guys back. We have Wolf, once again voiced by Sam Rockwell, Snake, played by Mark Maron, Shark, played by Craig Robinson, Piranha, played by Anthony Ramos, and Tarantula, played by Aquafina. In this film, they're finally trying to be accepted now in society as good guys, but they're struggling to get jobs, they're struggling to make money, and they get framed by a new group called the Bandits, who are played by Kitty Cat, played by Danielle Brooks, Susan, played by Natasha Lyonne, and Pigtails, played by Maria Bakalova, as they are inspired to get into the crime gang by the bad guys, and they frame the bad guys in order to help them out to acquire this gold. Also back from the original film is Zazie Beetz as Diane Foxington, who is the governor, who's also a potential love interest for Wolf throughout the movie, and Richard Ayoade as Professor Marmalade, who was the villain of the first film. The film is an hour and 44 minutes and is PG. Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new review here at Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Sinner. We're talking The Bad Guys 2. So if you're new to the channel, guys, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I do movie and TV show reviews, out of theater reactions, movie franchise rankings, and every Monday I do a brand new box office breakdown show. So if you like any one of those things, this is the channel for you. Please subscribe and ring the bell. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on The Bad Guys 2? If you saw it, did you like it more or less than the first one? Do you want to see this franchise continue or not? If you have not seen it, tell me this is one of your franchises that you just haven't gone into yet. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this film down in the comments. And also, guys, please hit the thumbs up button. So I was someone from, and I did a review, I'll post it towards the end of the video. I liked the first Bad Guys. Now, it's not a film that I've like wanted to rewatch. I've seen the movie twice. I enjoyed the Bad Guys. I don't think, and I'll say very similar things. This is very similar to how I feel about the original Bad Guys. Enjoyable, fun time in the movies that isn't trying to be like the top animated film of the year. It's not trying to have this unbelievable, preachy message for kids and adults. It's just trying to put a smile on your face for 100 minutes. And just like the first Bad Guys, the sequel does the same thing. I'm a big fan of this world. I'm a big fan of the characters. I like that there's a world where you have humans and animals together, and you have like an animal who's the mayor. But also you have these animals who are doing these crimes. There's also humans and other animals. The world itself lends itself to be very fun. The ensemble is still very strong. Wolf still is my favorite character of this franchise. I think Sam Rockwell is great. His voice is perfect for Wolf. And again, he's very much, again, like the first film, the clear lead. He's really struggling more than other people to really figure out what his life is. And if the good life was actually doing crime, or if the good life is gonna get is about earning respect from society. It's one thing that they save the day, that's the big plot of the movie. It's not that, saving the day once makes them just heroes and they'll do whatever they want in society. They kind of have to keep working for it. So I really like that, I guess, little message out there for kids. But everyone's good. Marin, Robinson, Ramos, Aquafina, I think, his hair character is a lot more interesting for me in this film. And I like the new bandits, Danielle Brooks and really Natasha Lyonne in particular. Susan and Snake have a love relationship throughout the film, and it can be quite funny. And this movie actually has a lot more like adult humor that I was expecting. That a lot of that comes with the relationship between Snake and Susan. This is honestly a perfect, easy family movie where kids are going to get a bunch out of it, can turn their brains off for 100 minutes, have a good time with animals and the lead characters. I also think adults aren't treated like idiots. There's no like poop and fart jokes for the most part. There's an element with Piranha's character, if you've seen the first one, that's kind of brought back here, but it's not heavily reliant on those lowbrow childish humor. The movie can be funny. It's not like overly hilarious or anything. But it's a breeze. It's a very harmless, fun kids movie that isn't treating kids or adults who go see this movie as idiots. I think it's been the biggest problem for me with animation over the last couple years, where some of the bad animated films just don't just treat adults like idiots, but they really treat kids like they're stupid, with having to overly explain everything and having to have such preachy messages in the movies. Sometimes it's good to go to the theater, sit back, enjoy some popcorn, and have a fun time with characters and action. So overall, there's some negatives. The plot itself with the gold is not that interesting. I think the villain arc of this movie is a lot less interesting than Marmalade in the first film. Um, there's supposedly like this big gap in time between the first and the second film, but it doesn't seem like that was necessary to get to where the plot was going. And I still think Diane, the mayor, she should have been in the movie a lot more. She's an interesting character because she's secretly a superhero, but she's also a mayor. But because she's not a part of the actual group of the bad guys, she gets very much put on the sidelines. And it felt like the return of Marmalade was unnecessary. That whole subplot could have been completely written out of the movie. Didn't really need to bring him back because I like Marmalade in the first movie, but his character's inclusion in this movie just didn't really add anything. So again, there's some negatives. This is not going to be one of the best animated films of the year, but is this going to be a fun time in the theater? Yes. So I'm going to give The Bad Guys 2 a 3.5 out of 5, a 72%. What are your thoughts on Bad Guys 2? Let me know down in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, and guys, I'll be back with plenty more reviews, reactions, all those things very soon here to Max Talks Movies.